Okay, hi. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make menudo. So this is the pot I'm going to be using, and I already have it on the stove, probably halfway filled with water, getting ready to boil that. And then these are going to be the ingredients you're going to be using. You need the hominy. It's a 6-pound can, the big huge can. We're going to be using again the San Miguel chile guajillo. I'm using pork feet today because I forgot to buy the beef pata. And then I got 8 pounds of the raw menudo. Okay. Also the seasonings I'm going to be using, of course, again, Lawry's, my BFF, and regular salt. Okay. So the first step is to boil your water. You need to get 2 medium onions and 3 garlic cloves. The garlic cloves I'm going to dice up and chop up very, very fine. And we're going to add maybe about 4 tablespoons of salt into the water, and then start boiling that. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and chop up the menudo, which is the tripe, and we'll be back. Thanks. Okay, now I did forget to mention that during the process of the meat cutting, of the tripe cutting, you should be either soaking or boiling your chile guajillo in hot water. Now I do want to take note of the time. It is 10 to 7 p.m. on Saturday, Cinco de Mayo. And this is a very long process. As you see, the water's not even boiling yet, and the tripe is not even cut yet. But the longest part is about probably 4 to 6 hour wait for the tripe to actually cook. So during this video I will be making note of the time, just so that you realize how long this process is. Okay? Thank you. Okay, so now the butchers that I went to, the supermarket that I went to, already has this cut up for me, so that's awesome. It saves a lot of work. So as you can see, they chopped it up in little blocks. I'm still taking the time, taking them piece by piece, just to make sure there's no very, very long pieces in there. So this is going to save me a lot of time, because this tends to get very rubbery and tough as you're cutting it. And halfway thawed out is easier to cut, you know. So you see the ice on here a little bit. You kind of want that, because if you wait till it's fully thawed, it's so much harder to cut. Now as you can see, like right here, you have this piece that's stuck together. Well, I don't want that, you know, so we're just going to cut right in half of there. Okay, so that's a good thing. I bought this for $1.49 a pound, so it was $11 for 8 pounds. You're getting a big, really big pot full. The maíz, the hominy, it's $4, and then the feet were about $3 a pack. Okay, so I just wanted to go ahead and mention that. And once you have this all chopped up in sizes about like this, and you also keep in mind that you might run into some pieces that have like that little bit of fat in there. Don't worry about that. Leave that in there. It's not going to be very much of it, but you know, it's going to give everything a lot of flavor. Once you get everything chopped up, separated, rinse, rinse, rinse very, very well. Okay, by that time your water should be done boiling, and I'll show you at that point. So here we have 8 pounds of menudo all cut up. We got boiling water there, along with onion and the garlic finely chopped up. We're just going to add that to there. We're just going to take a couple handfuls and slowly put it in. it in, I'm going to stop right there. I still have a lot more. But once you have all of it in, another ingredient I forgot to add is oregano. Okay, but we will add that later. Okay, get all your menudo in, and you cover it up with the lid for about, we'll check back on this in about 4 hours. It's 8 p.m. right now, so next video clip will be taken at about maybe 11. We'll give it about 3 hours, okay? So covered at a medium heat. You're going to want to turn this down to medium. Get all the rest of the menudo in there, and we'll see you in about 4 hours. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock, and we've had the menudo boiling for about 3 hours. Still need some time, but at this point, we want to go ahead and add our pata. So we put our pieces in. Okay, and also right now what we'll want to do is add in oregano, and I'm just going to pop off the top here. And then some seasoning salt, Laurie's. About the same amount. Then you just give that a stir. And we'll be back. Okay, so right now it is 2:45 in the morning, and here's your menudo that's fully cooked and your pata. Unfortunately, my camera guy is sleeping, so I can't show you how tender the meat is. But basically, if you can like poke the knife and it goes in nice and smoothly through both the pata, which is the foot there, you see there, and the actual tripe part itself, if you can poke your knife through it and it goes in nice and smooth, then you're good to go. At this point here, you still have your stove on a medium to low setting, and as far as your heat, you want to add your hominy now. So this is the whole can of hominy, rinsed out. We just want to add that in there. And stir that up really good. Okay, and then we want to boil our chile. Now this was about 35 of the chile guajillos, and we're going to do the same thing as the other day. 1 garlic clove, and some salt here. Now I actually, if you take a look at the water, how it looks, you know, brownish, I actually am boiling it with the same broth as the menudo. So that's why that has that color. You don't have to do that. I just like to. Okay, salt. Boil that up, and then that gets added to the pozole. Now you can do one of two things. You can strain it like we did the other day with the strainer, or you can just blend it for a very, very long time, so that the pepper itself gets really, really blended up. That way it's not getting stuck in your teeth and all that. So either or will work. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and blend this and pour that in, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I added the chile already, mixed everything up, stirred it up, added a little bit more oregano, and now I got it like on a very, very, very low heat. Cover this back up, and then in about another hour or two, you're good to go. And I don't cover it up all the way. I just leave a little crack there. Okay? Okay, well, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and the menudo's all done, ready to get munched on. And these are some of the fixings you can put in it: cilantro, lemon, onion, and jalapeno. And these are all fresh. And here we go. Here's our first bowl of menudo getting served. Some people don't like the foot part. I do, so I'm digging up for a piece. Small one. Some extra juice in there. And personally, I only like jalapenos and lime. So I will go and have my breakfast with some tortillas and a nice big glass of ice water. Hope you enjoy. From mi casa, fabulosa.